use my affiliate link to support the channel down in the description. Hey, what's up guys? It's MyGamesGX here, and this is going to be a video I took from a stream the other day where I went over and reacted to all the new topping Branded Despia lists from the new YCSs and PAX 10-0 Philly first place Branded Despia list. I got a lot of requests to upload this, so we're gonna end up doing that right now. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to leave a like and check out all the links down below. There's gonna be three or four really great deck profiles in this video, so definitely make sure to check them out, and all the links will be down in the description to check out the original video. Shout out to all the creators that we reacted to today. All their links will be down in the description. Let's get into it.
So here's what I played. 3 Aluber. Some people played 2, but this card lets you do the most. So like this card is like lets you do the most broken combo. I actually don't even need. I don't think I need to even explain it, but I literally see like so many lists playing 2 Alubers.
All I'm gonna say is that these Alubers probably costed a fortune.
So I just want to make it clear, you gotta play 3, you know. 3
Pack has some of the nicest branded cards I've ever seen.
Albazes. If you hard draw this card, it makes your combo better. So, and also like because of Albalanadis, hard drawing this card is like usually pretty good. So, and this card works really well with cards like Evening Match, and like a bunch of other breakers that I play. So I actually end up normal summoning quite a lot.
Do you guys think I should cut the 3 Super Poly? Yeah, I agree.
2 Quem, 2 Cartesia.
Devin Reeves, I'm good man, just labbing and theory crafting the post-info format. When I have time, we return to the game seriously in August. Yeah, exactly. Are you going to the August YCS?
For Ogre in the format. With lighting is kind of crazy. But, so I got Ogred one of my rounds. And I hard...
Remember guys, Pack went 10-0 with this deck list. 10-0 Philly Regional, pretty crazy.
Do the second Cartesia, so it didn't matter, but it could end up mattering. So I kind of want to...
It was like 500 plus person regional, very big.
Play maybe 3 Cartesia because it beats Valor Imperm. And it beats Ogre in the format. So... But I decided to play 2 because I want to keep my deck count as low as possible. Because I feel that you need to really see... You want to maximize... So like when you play like Snake Eyes or any of the other decks in the format, and you're playing the hand trap war, you need to open 2 hand traps, which is typically about like 55 to 60%. But when you play a deck with breakers, it's a different kind of mentality where like you only need like to draw 1 breaker, and then you should be able to break most boards. And it's about like 80% to draw 1, or like 75 to 80%. So like your odds of seeing...
You guys also saw with most of my hands, we were playing through 2 or more hand traps.
1 card to break an opponent's board is better than you trying to draw 2 hand traps, or like it's likelier than trying to draw 2 hand traps. So I decided to play Despia because I think it's like the best engine that can utilize board breakers. I think like the other one is maybe Snake Eyes, like similar to what the Italians played at the Italian Nationals, where they played like skill drain in the main deck with prosperity and like all that stuff. But I think this is like one of the decks that like can really push through your opponent's boards after you activate like a breaker card. And it also like you also don't need to kill your opponent, which I think is a huge benefit of the deck. But yeah, also what's up guys? 1 Lebellion, 1 Sarnier, pretty standard with a combo. Triple Albion. It's literally the most just upstart goblin on crack. 2 Mercurier. I almost wanted to play 3 at some point, because so one of the plays that you can do going second into like the fireboard is that you can contact fuse for Albalanadis, and then if you hard draw Mercurier, you can activate Branded Fusion and the Ash Blossom your
And it's better when you run Sword because it's searchable this way through like things like Quem and Shrouded and like Bestials. So that's why I think this play gets a lot better with things like Sword.
Branded Fusion, you can chain Mercurier to negate because you control Albalanadis, which mentions Albaz. And then Mercurier also works really well with Alert. When you activate Alert, it's better to banish Mercurier than Tragedy, believe it or not. Because this card searches you like Albion, Quem, Albaz, Cartesia. It searches you like more good cards, while Tragedy only searches you like your normal summons. So this card's like really, really crazy. But 2 really comes up a lot because one of the combo lines too, if you open like Branded Fusion plus Branded Opening,
Pack is low-key base for not running Tragedy. Wait, he didn't run Tragedy? That's crazy.
You can go Chainlink 1 Albion, Chainlink 2 Quem. Quem would send the Mercurier, so you have a Dark Monster to banish from your graveyard for...
I'm gonna definitely ask him about that tomorrow.
Mercurier and the Albion.
Also guys, like I said, if you have questions for Pack, let me know because I'm gonna be interviewing him tomorrow with Yuri. So let me know down below if you guys have questions for the man himself.
So yeah, that's also the reason why 2 is also really good. I would actually consider playing 3. Like this card is just really broken. Also, the really cool part about Mercurier is when you go second, when you go second and you use Mercur to like negate your opponent's Ash Blossom, for example, when you go for like the Albion line, you can actually banish Albaz and Mercur to make Rinbrum and use Mercur to search, and then the Rinbrum can contest your opponent's Promethean Princess and their SP Little Knight, as well as their IP Masquerena, which is like super broken. So that's like the other reason. This card allows you to make Rinbrum as well, so it's also fucking busted for that reason. One kit. This card's insane because like you can basically loop Branded Retribution. So like I only play one red because this card basically just recycles red or Retribution infinite times. And a lot of people don't realize this, but you can use Cartesia, you can use Quem to keep reborning kit and just recycle and then just loop all your cards infinite times. I did that a lot in like the grindier matchups where like I would Quem back the kit and then use kit to like add back Retribution and set Retribution, and it was just like really broken because now you have like a counter trap every single turn.
He also had a nameless Mercurier.
One Tragedy and then one Puppet.
No, he ran Tragedy. I was about to say he ran Tragedy. There's no way you don't run Tragedy in Branded.
3 Branded Fusion. Alright. Branded Fusion. 3 Branded Opening. 2 High Spirits.
Also, guys, remember we do have that member goal.
Honestly, one of the best cards in the deck, but I only played 2 because I don't have enough dragon counts for it to like justify being a 3-0.
Yep, I agree.
Like if I play,
and he's still on 46 cards, so you know.
In, like, to my deck
it makes
and,
sense.
Like Ceravis or like more dragons to up the dragon count for this card to be good. So it was just like really sus. Where like I have to play more bad cards to play more copies of this, so I decided just to play the 2 for like the based on the number of dragons I have in my main deck. But if I would play a 3rd High Spirits if I can add in 2 more Sarniers in my main deck. So, oh yeah, the brand openings are misbranded, yeah. And then you play triple Allure Darkness. This card is really good because not only is it a starter, it's also a way to see
first ulti Allure Darknesses are wild.
Non-engine. So post side, like I never side this card out.
I got to see Pack's deck up close. It was beautiful.
I used to at first when I was playing Branded because I was like, bro, like there's not enough cards to side in, but when you apply the logic, like you only need to see 1 breaker to beat your opponent. You don't ever side Allure because Allure is also a way to see your breaker, but also see like your non-engine. So Allure is just too good. And then also if you Allure like an Albaz, your combo gets better. So like Allure also like
exactly.
The reason why if you Allure an Albaz and your combo gets better is because when you activate Branded Fusion and you send Albaz, and then you go for like the Lubellion line, you can shuffle the Albaz from the banish, which is like obviously like insane. Or if you go for Branded Fusion for Lubellion, you get to keep the Branded Fusion, you get to keep the Albaz in the graveyard and then shuffle from the banish. I also played 3 Fusion Deployment.
What is that noise in the background?
3 Thrusts, Veilers, 3 Dark Ruler. This one
I had to just skip through that, but he just had standard cards. Now he's talking about Dark Ruler.
So like, literally, I can't better than Droplet. So I wanted to maximize my deck's engine and only play the amount of non-engine just to see 1. 3 Dark Ruler. This card is way better than Droplets. Like, literally, I can't stress this enough. If you're going first and you're setting Droplets, you probably lost the game already. So like, Dark Ruler is just like way better because it counteracts the whole board. And against Snake Eyes, I normally like would normal summon something, and like you can gauge your opponent's skill level a lot. Like I think so. Like when you gauge your opponent's skill level, you can see like whether or not they would do something based on how you play. So like I remember like I would go like normal summon Cartesia, and my opponent would just trigger the field spell to summon their IP, then I would Dark Ruler them. Like I don't know, you have to gauge their skill level, but there's also interaction with that, which makes Dark Ruler pretty good in my opinion. But yeah, this card is just like insane for me. I beat a stun matchup because of Dark Ruler as well. Like I summoned
saying it's better than Forbidden Droplet is a little wild, but I also understand the logic because you don't give up advantage with Dark Ruler.
So, not much to say about these. 46 cards in the main. You can make the deck 40 cards if you want, where you would cut.
Yeah, Dark Ruler over Droplet's certainly a play. I just think Droplet's way better going first. Like you get to set Droplet, but like obviously you know.
Cut a High Spirits. And then that's like 42 cards I think. And then you yeah. So you do something like this. If you want to play even smaller count, but I think 46 was fun for my side patterns too.
Hey, what's up guys, Pack back here again, and before we continue with the rest of the video, don't forget to go to Tixman.
Came up against Kashtira because they're all 2500 or higher, especially with the field spell. You can like use their friend here if they have the Kashtira field spell.
Okay, so actually it's not that long of a deck profile, guys. The deck profiles and then he does combos, so we'll just watch the deck profile.
This card's how you beat a lot of like the trap matchups and the runic matchups. Lenatus is crazy. Also a really cool play that people don't realize is that in a lot of like the grind matchups, like you can use Albion to dump a High Spirits from your hand to summon it, and this card is considered Albaz on the field, so you can use this to contact fuse your opponent's cards as well.
Yes, sir.
So that's like another cool interaction. Guardian Chimera comes up against like stun matchups, runic matchups, and then against like rogue, the majority of decks. A really cool play that you can do is when you like puppet lock your opponent, and you think they might have like basically like one of the things you want to do is you want to like get red, and then when you draw like and use red and draw phase with priority, so you summon Guardian Chimera and then they just can't do it, and they just can't respond. It comes up in like the mirror mostly to do that. But yeah, that's why Guardian Chimera is good. Querulous. A pretty cool play that you can do is against the fire deck, when you use Granganol to summon Querulous, and they go for the Zelantis OTK, which banishes the Courtless because of the Silantis effect. The Courtless isn't summoned properly, so you can actually trigger Courtless to summon Albaz, and then they just lose. They just make MJ and they just can't win.
Yep.
So like that's a pretty cool interaction that comes up a lot too, where like you Grangonal for the Courtless, and then you would use Courtless to zero everything, and then if you try to like banish it to like out it, you can just OTK them. Yeah. Sanctifier. Yeah, there's not much to say. This card's broken. Lebellion shuffles back all your resources. Stapelia. This card does not get summoned as much, but it's
The
still
name
fine
is
to have.
Lebellion's
I would
wild.
consider playing Sprind as over Stapelia, but this card also randomly comes up. If you get a Bestial on your Gimmick Puppet, you need to go Lebellion for Stapelia to shuffle back the Gimmick Puppet back into your deck, so you can Cartesia make Grangonal send the puppet back from the deck to the grave, so that the Bestial never mattered. And then you get to still puppet lock your opponent even if they Bestial your puppet. So you never actually Mercury their Bestial. You would just like shuffle back the puppet from the banish back into your deck, and then do the Papito Locatito regardless. 2 Albion, the Branded Dragon. 2 Mirror Jade, and then yeah, that's pretty much it for the extra deck. And then for the side deck, I played 1 Masquerade. This card is mainly for a time, but for matchups where Lenatus doesn't come up, you would want Masquerade instead. So that's like basically the replacement. There's a bunch of matchups where like you never actually make Lenatus, so as a result, you rather have this card, and you can put your opponent.
Yeah, 100%. That makes sense. That's kind of like my styling pattern too. IRL. EPA opinion on Brand White. I play 1 copy in the main. I really like it for searching, honestly, but sometimes it's just useless.
Against like some of like the worst decks, like some of the decks are like a little bit weaker than yours. They'll just try to bury you. So, and then I also wanted a par to set off thrust if I get shifted. By
I don't think it's better. I think it's more convenient. Fair. Pack High Key could become the wildest misprint high rarity air vendor in the game. Yeah.
I played the 3 crossout obviously for the barrier. I decided this package a lot going second. It looks really weird to do it, but like sometimes that's like the only way you lose. And like they never actually like shotgun barriers, so like you actually can alert Albion and draw into like these combinations as well. And then I played 1 Ash 1 Imperm for the crossout, but then Ash
so many
also was part of my
crossout
side
targets.
pattern for like
Also,
this is
like
also
this
my
is
side pattern for like the mirror
these are
match.
side patterns.
So not only
to
that
be
one
fair.
crossout because it helps you going first, but then you also want crossout to
I might go the August
Yeah.
YCS. It just
because
depends
I
on
was
the
actually really
location.
good
Fair
with
enough,
Branded. All the
Devin.
Branded decks play 60 cards.
Help sometimes
So
break
play, like,
boards
plus
when you normal
26,
summon Quem or
like, you have access
Albaz.
to see the crossout for the puppet in the mirror match.
Hex A, a while
You
back,
have
he
access
played
to
like
the mirror,
120
you
or
can
so
use the
per
wall. So I
looper.
was very prepared for that. And Valor isn't as bad because if you get Valor, you can still actually.
B7 are very interesting. Are there many
Maybe, like,
religious people in
the
America
worst
personally
cards
like
get hit
praise
by,
before eating, like my
because
grandma's
of
always
the
doing? Yeah,
like,
definitely. Like
cards,
that was
so
my
that's
whole
why I don't
family.
really
Like
care
you would
about
just
the
say a
Valor.
prayer
I
at the
don't really care
beginning
about
of
the
everything
or the Valor as much.
before you
It's
ate.
mainly impermanence. So that's why. And then Ash Blossom, obviously. 3 evening match. I consider main decking this card, but I think this is like the best card against like the fire decks, because after you evenly match them, like the game's just over. Like
Evenly
you don't
match
really-
is so
like,
good
especially
right now.
like
If you're
the
not
first one,
running
it's a
this, I
little
don't
better,
know what you're
'cause
doing.
you don't need as many cards to beat them afterwards. And this is how I won 2 matches. Like I got evenly match. I got debarred twice in Swiss, and I won 2 of them because of evenly. Because even though they buried me, but because I evenly matched them, I simplified the game enough to where I set up ways to play on my opponent's turn pretty much. So like one of the matches against Fire, I evenly matched my opponent. He barriers me, and I went for this setup that puppet locks through debarrier. So I can show you the combo real quick on how to puppet lock through debarrier. Because this was like the rest of my hand. It was this. Let me see if I can show you the combo again. I think opening, and then like it was like any dragon, but it could be also, it's just Albaz works or Albion works. So I evenly matched. I got debarriered, so I'm like, okay, I know I'm getting barriered, so I have to like figure out a way to play on my opponent's turn. So I went for like a line where I went like Aluber for high spirits, branded opening effects, summoning.
All right. All right, we're gonna watch Rob's first place UK branded list. Let's get right into it. UK Nats branded list. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let's see the goo. Let's watch the goo. All right, there's a huge intro over here. We're skipping this.
There we go. 1,000 subs giveaway. It's going to be a signed gimmick puppet by the Nats champ himself. There we go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Fingers
That's
Crossed.
cute.
And I am pleased to announce that we've got Rob Ellum today. And what happened today, mate?
We won UK Nationals, man.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Right, what was you playing? How did it go, mate?
Wow. Yeah, we
Talk us through
played Branded. I mean, we won, didn't we? So it's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Brandon does all right, yeah?
Yeah. Should we get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
So for normal summons, we have the double Luba, double Quem, and the kit.
Double Luber is interesting.
Yeah, it's just 5 is a good summon.
So talk us through, because normally people would play the 2, some people play the 1, but then people still play a lot of the 3. So how come you've gone for now just playing the 2/2?
To be honest, it just kind of clogs when you get the more normal summons. That's all really. And they're your worst hands when you open too many monsters.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Then we got Tragedy, obviously for Despia stuff. Triple Cart, Triple Albaz, Triple Albion, and the double Macoria. I think
Double
it's
Merc is
all
so standard
two
now.
Macoria, just because I'm on the law, and to be honest, the second one came up a lot. Even a few times where I was, I'd activate a law, chain high spirits, search the Macoria, and it's just really free. We had 3 Bestials. Yeah, it was just Bestials.
So obviously these changed, right? Because you were, a lot of people
He's on 1 main deck Magnuma, which is kind of interesting.
were playing 3 Saranir, and then obviously I know you swapped it out for 2 Saranir and 1 Magnuma.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what made you cut another Saranir? Because obviously with high spirits, that's just
Yeah,
very
I
advanced,
mean, I
right?
just wanted another Bestial, but to be, honestly, it could just be a Saranir. Like, this didn't really come up. So,
Well, Magnuma didn't. No.
not already.
What was that? Sorry, what is this card? What is this card? Sorry. So,
Not
So-
the puppet.
yeah, so any special mentions for any particular card at all?
Can't think of any, mate.
No.
What's your favourite extender?
And then, yeah, brand spells. We got the Fusion, Lost, Red. We played double high spirits. We went to 50, just because I cut the dragon count down a lot. So, but it's also really good to play around Ash and stuff.
Well, what made you cut to only 1 red? Because obviously you were playing the 2 to.
To be honest,
dodge
I
the
think
things.
you can get away with it if you resource it well enough. And I'd say I've only really the 1 ever came up really, so yeah, paid off. So
That's
I
good for
didn't-
him, honestly, because Brand Red always comes up for 2 for me. Always
couldn't
does.
really either. So yeah, triple opening. Yeah, that's brand stuff. Free fusion deployment, free law, foolish, cool by Gossack. Those don't really need explanation. Yeah. We got the triple thrust. Yeah, the thrust is obviously good. We only went double talents just because of space, and obviously I can always get talents if I need be. Free droplet. And then just the retribution and fusion duplication. Obviously these are really good together. Try deck or extra.
Extra.
Yeah.
Go extra first.
So nothing too crazy here, just double Albion, Titaniclad, Lubellion. I'll just get all the fusions out, Albaz fusions out. I think, yeah, so obviously the only kind of iffy one is Albalenesis, but I think it's really good. I came up against Tempai all day, so it's really good.
What is it you cut for this? What's like the standard? that you cut
What did I
for it?
cut?
Oh,
Good
I know
question.
it is.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
it's
I know it is,
a
yeah.
guest appearance in the side deck.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we've got the double Grand Guignol. Second one comes up sometimes when you're trying to do a certain lock. Stapelia, Furious. Furious is amazing. Chimera and Quaddle.
I love how the double Guignol has just become standard.
Yeah, that's all.
Pretty standard.
Yeah. For side deck, you got Triple Ash. It's just good against control stuff. Obviously the mirror, and Tempai sometimes as well. Stoll Dragon. Oh, this card is crazy good. I played against so many skill drains day 1, and just be able to send this off Branded Fusion, go Lubellion 1, Stoll Dragon 2, and be able to then fuse and play is kind of crazy. We got Harpies and Herald. This was only 2 respect per leagues. I thought there might be, but I never started it in. And double Dart Ruler. Yeah, Dart Ruler. Triple evenly. Every time I saw this card, it was amazing. No one's really ending on Omnis. And then we got the double duplication. Just good when I'm going first. Be able to side in more.
What do you side out if you're going to side in these two though?
So
It's normally the side.
I like siding in the two.
it depends on the matchup. So it's very often that I just take out some droplets because I want my deck as consistent as possible, and it's just swapping non-engine for non-engine. So. Dim Barrier, this was mostly to search off Thrust. It came up a couple times against Tenpai, just because I can't.
It's very good against Tenpai, despite what people might say. Like, I've heard some people just say we shouldn't even like main in D-Bear, Shout Raoul. I think it's still very runnable.
To kind of survive a turn just because of that.
So in the top 8, was it when you played the Tenpai? You thrust into the.
No, I hard drew it.
You hard drew it.
But
It's a skill
but
thing,
it's the
yeah,
same
just
thing.
better,
It's the same. He hand trapped me.
Yeah, it's just the champ
He hand
difference,
trapped me, so it would have been the same thing really. But and then
That is the guest appearance.
that's the guest appearance.
So
Yeah.
go on. So last thing though, go through the final, because obviously it was a pretty good final. You could hear everyone screaming. You could hear them on the
Yeah,
stream
man.
screaming
Yeah,
through
man.
it. How was it, man? Just to go through it, just talk
Yeah,
through it.
unreal, man, unreal. It was a very important dice roll to win. Let's just face that. Let's just face that. I think that could have been. That was decided by the dice roll. I think.
Yeah, and you come on, you give yourself some credit because you played out with your skin.
Yeah.
Played out your skin. You
played
still
it
have to
fast,
set it all up and do it all and
Yeah,
make it
I suppose-
all the way there as well. Make it all the way there.
I suppose you're right, man. You're right.
Yeah. But thanks for the profile, man.
No problem,
And
man.
congratulations. We're gonna go get in the hot tub now.
Oh yeah, hot tub of this
yeah,
baby.
hot tub,
Hey.
Well done, bud. Well done.
That was cool. Good for Mr. Rob here. Congrats to him. Let's watch. Do we want to watch the Nightfall video? Yeah, why not? We're already. Oh no, we're gonna watch the Creighton pre. This one's just funny
The one I
because
only
it
had,
shuts
like,
me out
one-
at the end. I do like the deck. I think if you're not running Lost, and I think if you're not running Gimmick Puppet, I mean, not running Gimmick Puppet is one thing, but not running Brand Lost is like, you're not running one of the best cards in the Branded deck. So, I mean, he's very good, very technical player. I just think that you've got to be running Branded Lost.
We're here at the Lubbock, Texas Regional, aka YCS Lubbock. My goodness. As well, we have here Creighton Pre, the Prodigy, returning to the channel again with this infamous Branded deck. I heard he did some changes, so yeah, man. What made you decide to play this deck for event, dude?
Deck's still nice. I'm nice with it. Shut up, Fetty. Mirror Jade Master over here.
Either way.
Alright, 3
No way.
fusion,
Oh my god, this is crazy.
3 opening, high spirits, deployment,
We could just
patchwork. Wow, I'm just gonna sort her up bad.
What's so cool about this card?
Oh yeah, this is
I
a new
hate Patchwork, Matt, right now, man. But I understand with the high spirits.
addition to the
at
deck.
3.
I wasn't playing this a few weeks ago. The card, new technology. This card searches everything relevant in my deck, and card was always like 63rd to 66th spot if I could play that many in my deck. So there's some changes from last time. I cut Pot of Desires out my deck, and I'm playing 3 Albion and High Spirits now because I wanted more consistency with my deck and not to risk losing important one-of cards like Quem off Desires or Albazes or anything that I might need. So not playing Desires and decided to play a different consistency card instead. This card is nice. I don't know if I keep playing it, but the card is definitely really good.
Alright.
3 Thrusts, Talents, Allure, Droplet, same as always. 2 red. The one I was called by, that's new. This card saved me a couple times today. And Goldsark, Polyan, Foolish.
Yeah, no Branded Lost. That is wild to me. Is there no... Or did I just miss it?
Couple times today.
Yeah, no. No Branded Lost.
Draw
That's
card,
crazy to me.
searches everything in my
No
deck.
Bestials either. Those cards are so good.
Listen up. 3 Aluber. Searches everything in my deck. 3 Albaz. 3 Chain. the 3 Albions.
Oh my.
This is what I cut desires for. Gives me more reliable ways to draw cards and dump the spell and traps that I need. Dumps Albas to make Branded and Red's live. It's a really good target for high spirits. I like the Albion. It was some advice that other people had in their list, so I wanted to try it out for myself, see how I like the high spirits Albion combos, and they're good. 2 Tragedy, 2 McCourier. These make Allure a crazy card. 2 Cartesia.
2 Cartesia, 1 Quem is so wild to me too. I mean, it works. Obviously, that was always the standard. I just like 3 Cartesia is so free, especially in a 60 card build, and the 2 Quem always comes up to me.
Adlib, Kit.
I mean, he does run Adlib, to be fair.
And my only hand trap, 3 Ash. I cut Nib from the main deck because I just wanted to play more Engine. I felt I had a better chance of breaking boards.
Running the 3 Ash, I
as
feel like
opposed to hand trapping Snake Eyes deck.
interesting.
And
I used to like it with the 3
pretty much if I'm
Nib
able
too.
to play
I
the
don't know
game,
how I feel
then
about it.
I should be winning,
just
and hand
alone.
traps don't really contribute to me playing the game, so less of them, more Engine, then the traps, duplication, banishment, retribution. Cards are all really good, same as always.
For those that don't know, that is 60 cards.
Extra deck, 2 Mirror Jade, 2 Dusk, Albion, Bellion, Rinbrum, Titaniclad, Vigrand, and Sprint, and Albion, all the Albas fusions except for the Contact Fusion, Albalinitis, the Contact Fusion one.
I understand not running that one.
Magnum, this card's crazy.
Also, Sprind and Brigand over is kind of wild.
Curtis, Draco, and Guardian Chimera. Same extra deck as before. All pretty standard, I feel it should be.
Okay.
Wouldn't change any of these. Side deck. 3 Nib. I didn't want to cut Nib completely, so just side it, have it go in second. It was nice. 3 Cosmic for back row decks. Lightning Storm for back row decks. And new side card, we played Outlaws the Golden Lord. Ooh, the goo. Yeah, I wanted more or better back row removal for the stun deck if I happen to play it. And this is better than Harpies because any runic spell in the game protects all their floodgates. So with Golden Lord, I sent this our Branded Fusion. I used this effect, added back to my hand, and then used this hand effect to get rid of their runic founds, their synchro zones, or grave of the organisms, and I can just do that.
See, like, the Eldritch is interesting. It's not, I mean, you know, it's either this or Shaddoll Dragon. I think it gives you a body, so it's actually quite nice in that regard versus Shaddoll Dragon, and it recurs itself. So, like, even I was testing this last week.
Zones or
it's a good option.
Grave of the organisms, and I can just do that every turn. It's better than Harpies and Lightning Storm because they can't protect against this. Or I can just out their monsters.
Well, I can understand not running Albalinatus, Raul, when you don't run the Bastials, right? Because Albalinatus, some of his usefulness is just like the synergy with the Bastials.
If I need to do that.
Being able to combo with them.
New side card, 3 G Prison.
What the?
G Prison's funny.
Yeah, G Prison. If you unironically know what this card does, go touch grass. This card is better than D-Barrier because it lasts for 2 turns instead of 1. And we would only bring it in for like Tenpai or Pearly, so this card is just infinitely better than Barrier against those decks. I never played a single Tenpai or Pearly deck today, so this card never touched my main deck.
Wow.
Yeah, this card's good. I know y'all are going to be opening another tab, looking this card up. And
comment down below if you do that, guys.
3 Herald of the Abyss, because I want to be able
3
to
Herald's
outpower
wild also. Like, you can thrust it out.
monsters like Raid Raptor cards or Pearly Noir. It's also just a decent go second card into board. Just call Apollosa or any boss monster you need to get rid of. It's just a good go second card all around. Yeah.
There you have it,
Yeah.
Portal Nations. Pops again.
Yes, the new branded goo. This wasn't really a serious list. This was just me trying some new stuff out, see how it works, and I'm satisfied with how it performed today. I didn't actually lose a match at all today, but I got 2 draws because
Yeah, Creighton's like insane, man. Like, and someone in the comments just said he take Creighton's build should be taken with a grain of salt because he sequences super uniquely and conceptually prioritizes weird game states, which I just think shows that he's a very technical player and he's very good at what he does.
Yeah.
So that's why he's able to consistently go to these very tough regionals and do well with the deck,
happen,
even with like very unconventional builds or versions of Branded.
it'd be like that. Also, shout out Metagames GX. I see
Oh,
you
yeah.
taking notes on me.
What up, Creighton?
I see you.
Well, yeah, that's it. Portal out.
Yeah, so he gives me a shout out there at the end, which is pretty cool. Shout out Creighton. We love watching his deck profiles. Is there anything? Oh yeah, the Nightfall deck profile, and then we're gonna roast deck lists. Okay, we're gonna roast deck lists right after that. Should we actually? I can't even find it.
So, we are here with Dimitar on German Nationals Top 8. What did you play?
This is Nightfall's deck profile from his top 8 with Branded. Congrats to Nightfall for doing very, very, very well.
50 cards. Okay. Any shoutouts before we get into the break profile?
Shout out to all my friends. Shout out to this guy right here who let me stay in his home. And yeah, that's about it.
That's about it. So we get
No
started.
Metagames GX shout out wild. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, for sure.
And then triple Luber.
Okay.
I decided, I thought to cut this to 2, but I missed the consistency of the break, so I just wanted it.
Because you play over 40 cards, it's
Yeah,
good to
it's
play
over- yeah, it's
maximum
good to go to
possibilities.
normal
Okay.
summon, yes. And then took Wham. It's actually very important to play the second one. It actually comes up when you get hand trapped and you want to puppet lock.
Yeah,
It's actually very good.
To get puppet lock, it's always good.
Yeah,
Only against London, it's not.
basically. And then
Okay.
it's like double Cartesia, so I wanted to play 3, but it's like too many normal summons. This is like semi-normal summon, and you want to get this out of deployment anyway, so
Yeah,
I
okay,
thought
true.
it's just better to play that too, so you don't clog on normal summons.
Yeah, sure.
And then we played triple Shrouded Dragon.
Oh, triple?
Yeah, triple. I
Okay.
just like the consistency a lot, and it sends Fallen of Abbas as a combo piece, which is actually kind of nice when you combo out. Like
So it's not that bad to start with it?
Yeah, it's like very good to like actually draw
okay.
it. And then the one-offs are like Spring and Skid, the Mercurier, Tragedy, and yeah, these are like the...
That's pretty base, right?
Yeah, that's pretty basic. Like this can be like that all, but it actually comes up in some combos with High Spirits, which I play. And
Okay.
yeah, these are like kind of standard. Wait.
Maybe 2? Maybe 1?
Huh?
1 or 2?
Or 2. Oh yeah, I forgot to return I returned the one to a friend, but it's like
Okay, so it's 2 of them.
yeah,
one
it's
of-
2
one each.
because I play Allure, yes.
Okay, yeah, no problem. All good.
Yeah. And then of course the boy, the one.
The bad boy.
The bad boy.
The bad boy of the
We
whole
keep
deck.
with this. We win games with this. We
To
wear no
traumatize
shame.
your opponents. So,
Basically,
yeah.
we traumatize our opponents. And then for the last monsters, I played the 2 Bestios. So yeah, this is kind
Only
of
those 2?
Yeah, only those 2. Like I thought about playing Magna Mode, but it's not good enough in this meta. So I just wanted to play those 2 for like the combos.
Okay.
And then, of course, 3 Branded Fusion.
That's standard.
That's definitely standard. So yeah, this is like a standard.
The best card of the deck.
Yeah, basically resolve this and you win. And then 3 opening, that's kind of standard as well.
I guess 3rd, 4th, 5th, Quem, anything you need.
Yep. And then, so I played also, this is like also standard, triple deployment. Yep. And then for the board breakers, I played double tactics. And
This man has known the goo.
And then the triple trust.
I always tell this to play only 2 at 2. Nothing less, even if you play this, you can do it at 1, but
Yeah,
this
but
is great.
Yeah, this
to
is
see
great.
it.
You just want to draw it, but sometimes you
don't
just,
want it.
Yeah, you just brick on it. So but, yeah, you just sometimes brick on tactic cards, but I wanted 5.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I don't like running.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like running more than 1 tactics. But I think it's obviously worked very well out for him, so it's fine.
Because these are like very good to break snake eyeballs.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I like the ratio. I love it.
And then for the last board breakers, we have triple droplet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
you can pretty easy discard cards.
Yeah, you can pretty easy discard cards. You can activate quick play spells and then send them to grave to negate cards. So yeah, this is like the best card in Branded right now.
Yeah.
It used to be super poly, but super poly is pretty bad right now. And then more consistency cards, I guess, so like Bolt Sark, and then yeah, I also have returned the Foolish Burial. Like I played also Foolish Burial, but I returned it to a friend, so I just wanted like maximum consistency.
That's a problem.
And yeah.
So both do
no
much
Foolish Burial, that's crazy.
the same? You said
Foolish,
strategy in the
Foolish
most...
is a bit worse, but I didn't have like another starter I wanted to put in to make it 50 cards. Like Foolish Burial was like the 50th card basically of the deck.
Yeah, you send tragedy in?
Yeah,
in most of the time, right?
Tragedy. Yeah, you can
or
also send
Mercury.
Shrouded Dragon. From this you can banish like Mercurial and Tragedy.
Yeah.
You can repeat it. I can give him the card actually.
And
No problem. It's okay.
And then for the one of Branded,
I hope everyone knows Foolish.
then for the one of spells I play one. So like I play one high spirit, one low. This is standard.
Yeah,
so,
this is it. How does this go off?
So this is like really good because you want to play around dash. If you have like Shrouded Dragon or Albas in hand, you add this from a Luber and you basically play around dash. This is like this and another dragon is puppet lock by itself. So yeah. And then one Branded in red. I thought about playing two, but it came kind of bricky. And when you want to send the second, you already win the game anyway. So yeah, that's.
I guess it's more bricky than the time you needed it, really.
Yeah,
right?
it's basically more. Yeah, basically yes. I needed it in my top 30 too much, but I already won that game anyways. So,
Yeah, so.
yeah, it didn't matter. And then so I decided to play like triple allure. I just wanted like more consistency. I consider also this a board breaker. Because I just draw cards, I don't draw my board breaker, it's also a consistency card. That's why I played double Mercurial.
Yeah, so you can draw into board breakers, you can trigger effects out of the banish.
Basically,
it's pretty good, yeah.
And then, yeah, this one call by the grave, the kill Ash with this, the kill Shifter with this.
The one possibility.
Yeah. And then for the, yeah, like the one retribution for the cards. And then for the last, like this is a spice, I played triple fusion duplication. So
6 copies with
6 copies.
In the man.
Basically every time I draw this card, I felt like I'm winning it, so it was a way to just be at 1.
Because it doesn't matter if it gets Ash right now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Standard Battle Fusion.
Yes,
because you can do it anyways.
Yeah, you can just do it, and it's also good going second. Like when you break a board, this is like puppet by itself with another spellcaster, so that's why I wanted to like play.
He has 50 cards in his main deck.
3.
That's crazy, man.
And
that's
yeah, that's.
I'm gonna throw something in the microwave as I play the rest of this deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think about these deck profiles. What was your favorite deck profile so far?
Yeah, the card was just
I like it. I like it.
In my top 8 match, like my opponent like Baylor dashed me and more than me, and I still like puppet locking because I hard drew this. So it was crazy. So yeah.
So that's it. 50 cards.
Yeah, this is the main.
It's crazy.
Deck. So the side deck, I'm playing.
The extra deck first, right?
Yeah, sure.
Or is it, oh, it's okay. Now okay.
Yeah, okay. So for the extra deck, I'm playing double mirror cheat.
Okay.
It's like pretty standard. You can play one, but I sometimes miss the second. Like I actually use 2 a lot when I cannot puppet lock and I wanna like do mirror cheat. Like it comes up in those situations.
I mean, if you have the place, it's okay.
Yep. And then for the other fusions, I play. For the other branded fusions, I play like double Albion. This is standard.
Yeah, pretty.
And then one Ash Dragon, and then the puppet lock summoner.
The second bad guy.
Yep. And then the Rebellion.
Why only one?
Yeah.
It's not needed to play more?
It's not needed to play more, and like I already have 15 cards in my extra deck, and it just doesn't come up often enough to play 2. Like I have 15 cards in this extra deck are kind of standard. You can probably cut only 1.
Okay.
I'll explain why. And then for the last one, which is probably not standard, and a lot of it's like Oval and Atlus. So in my top 64 match, like I opened double Albas, Cartesia, duplication. Like I somehow bricked against like the full Snake Eye board, but I normal summon Albas. My opponent didn't let me respond, so I just broke his board with 1 Albas just because I played this card. It's like very good. And yeah, it's just.
And if you play against,
it's very good against Tempine, it's very good against Snake Eye. So yeah, it's a pretty good card right now. And then. So for the Cartesia fusions, I played double Grankino.
That's also pretty standard, right?
Yeah, right now it's pretty standard, yes. Like
before you played only one? Because it was not, but this is
Yeah,
actually right now the better choice.
Just, if you want to puppet lock with this deck right now, you just have to play 2. Like there's just so many good combos that with 1 you cannot do, but with 2 you can just...
You're pretty much safe to do it.
Yeah, you're pretty much safe to do it, yes. And then... Yeah, this is like another fusion of the Ring Room. Yeah, this is like standard as well.
But you really didn't summon that much, right? You just dump it off to use it to summon the Albas in the opponent's turn, yeah.
Yeah, I can also summon it against Melodious because it can negate like the 1 fusion. And then, yeah, I mean, it can only summon it against Melodious.
Sure, you can do it with Baka.
And then, like, yeah, just bounce it, and then, yeah. And then...
It's actually pretty crazy, too.
Yeah. So, like, for the generic fusions, I guess, like, is one Guardian Chimera. So like you don't even make this that much in this build. I needed it in my top 32 match. It actually won me the first game.
It's good to break broke.
Yeah, it's also good against like back row decks. So yeah, it's like it's like needed for backward decks. And then I played like one Cortez. So this was actually very good this tournament. I thought switching in for the synchro one, but I kind of needed it for a lot of matchups. Also against like one Snake Eye player. Like he was about to auto-game me. He had a Palooza and the full Snake Eye board. I had no, not the full Snake Eye board, but he had a Palooza and like a Flamberge, like another body. And I got like this and a Mirror Jade in attack. So what I do is just activate Mirror Jade to banish for cost. He thought like he could negate with the Palooza, but I just changed this to make a Palooza to 0. So he lost that game. I kind of forgot, which was like, this won me the game. And then, Warlord, so this is like actually very good. It wins you a lot of games. Like it's also very easy to make against Voiceless Voice because you just summon Albion and then you can easily banish 2 dragons. Summon this guy and you can just poke their continuous spell and trap cards.
Boral is just another branded card at this point. If you're not running it, I don't know what you're doing. It's almost as good as Mirror Jade sometimes, and better against some matchups.
It also comes up against like macro matchups again.
Is it good against Tempai as well?
Yeah, it's pretty good against Tempai.
It needs Dark Dragons, but
yeah, if they bistio you, it's actually really good because Albas and their bistio can make this and you can pop their field spell. So you can also win without puppet if you make this guy against Tempai. So it's pretty good. And then for the last card, so this is like flex spot for me. It's like one Stapelia.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I kind of thought I would miss it, but not really. Like this tournament, like I didn't use it even once. It's just, yeah.
That's it for him.
Yeah. And then for the side deck, so I played triple Ash Blossom. So basically I needed something for like Chimera, Labyrinth, and the Mirror match, and I thought this card was like the best coverage for all 3 of them.
Yeah,
like these are kind of the bad matchups, and yeah, that's why I just played Ash.
Yeah.
And then, so I also played like 2 Bestios in the side deck.
So you play 3 in max with plus Lebellion.
Yes, basically.
So one of them in main deck and then the
yes, like these 2 are pretty good. I just needed this also for the Mirror match. It also came up against Chimera because you can banish their Mirror Sword Knight. And yeah, this one is like I just needed like another Bistio. I thought about Druidstone, but this is like semi-engine with Shrouded Dragon, and I played 3 of them. So
that would be my next question. Why you don't play a Druidstone, but that explains it.
Yeah, but that's
what up, Yuri? How's it going, bro?
And then they also play the steel cards. So play Snatch Steel and change of card at once. So I kind of wanted to play Dark Ruler no more, but these kind of covers Fire King a lot better, which was kind of matchup I fear for because it's kind of bad if you go second, but if you open one of these, like you can steal their Palooza and the matchup is like much easier. They also work against like the pure Snake Eye. They're worse, but they also work there, so I just wanted to like to cover it better. And yeah.
It's so kind of the purely matchup.
Yeah, it also Snatch Steel also, yeah. Also, Snatch Steel kind of covers the purely matchup, which is kind of nice. Like, they don't know if you equip Noir with this. Like, if they don't detach materials to, like, return it to deck, you just take their Noir for free. So, yeah, this was kind of good to hard draw against.
Why though? Because it's not an activated effect to take?
Yes, because it's not an activated effect to take. You just, you just take their Noir, or they start detaching materials, which is also good because their Noir becomes,
so you trade. So there are 2 ways to do this. You do it, they don't do anything, you take the Noir for free, or they do anything.
This is exactly what I've been saying since Snatch Steel came out, and people look at me insane.
But they lose material to hold you back.
Under 5 materials, and then it's easier to out because I just make Sanctifier against this deck and attack over the Noir, which is like pretty easy.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. And then for more board breakers, I played 3 evenly matched. So this was like after the Baron and Savage ban, this was like the best card.
How does it goes off this weekend?
Yeah, it literally like every time I drew it, like I just won the game instantly. Like it's just so good. Like it's just one card trade with so many, and without Omni negate, this just always resolves, which is crazy.
Okay.
So yeah, this is pretty good for me. And then I guess for more board breakers, yeah, I played triple Book of Eclipse.
The Mercuria.
The Mercurier.
Triple Book of Eclipse. How does this go off?
So this is like pretty good. I also started going first to dodge Impermanence and Valor. I set out the droplets, and I needed like something for Melodious.
I think Book of Eclipse is really good right now. It's basically called by for Imperm for Branded.
Runic Stun as well, and like
I'm on it.
This is like also really good against Purely because if they use the trap, you just activate this card and
they
lose the game.
don't get the no. No problem. It's fun. Totally fun. All good.
Yeah, this was like pretty good for me. This weekend, every time I drew it like to dodge Impermanence and Valor, it was pretty good. So yeah, and also like for Melodious and Runic Stun or against Q-Trade decks, you just like activate this and set a Chimera and it resolves.
Those 2 are pretty good diverse board breakers.
Yes, basically that's why I wanted the diverse board breakers for like nationals. I didn't want to cover like 1 or 2 decks, basically.
That's really good.
And then for the last 2 cards are like Shadow Dragon.
To get off
they get off the skill drain basically.
Yes.
Yeah, you just need this to like out the skill drain with Branded Fusion. You have to play this when everyone play like the skill drain in Snake Eye. You just have to play. So like for the last card in the side deck is like one Blazing Branded King. So
Tell me about it.
so this is like the 50th spot, and I told like my Branded chat, shout out to them by the way, that I would play this card for like memes even though I wouldn't use it, but
He did shout us out. We are in the Branded chat with him, so shout out to him.
it comes up against Runic Stun only, but I didn't play against any, so
So
yeah.
what does it do?
So basically, if you control a fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albas, you can... It basically negates every other card on the field. So basically against Runic Stun, you negate their floodgates. You can also side against Tempai, but yeah, I didn't use it even once this tournament.
Actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah, this is like pretty
It comes up in specific matchups, but if you have the space in the side deck, I guess it could be really good.
Yeah, it's like my 50th side deck,
Yeah.
but like I didn't need anything else. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed German Nationals.
Yep, definitely.
And I guess we see you at Euros.
Yep, definitely.
See you there. Thank you very much.
Nightfall needs to go Euros, man. He's insane at the game. Just constantly being at the top of DB, just constantly innovating on brand. He really did innovate on Branded. And I you know, going top 8, your first really IRL big event, it's really good.